Hello everyone, thanks for joining us for dinner tonight. This is my 100th video on YouTube, so I thought I'd do something special. I decided to combine a few of my favorite videos on the videos I enjoyed making the most and put them all together. So today we have ramen for dinner. I'm going to do two that you've seen before in some of my previous videos. It's the Buldak 2x spicy and the Daebak Ghost Pepper noodle. And I also found a new one that I haven't tried before. It's the Paldo Volcano Chicken noodle. And to kind of just spice it all up for the 100th video, I have the leftover peanuts from the Death Nut V3.0 challenge that I did with my wife. She only took one peanut of each from levels 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to take kind of as part of the meal, I'm going to be munching on some of the Death Nuts. Probably just, I'm going to do all the levels, but probably just one or two from each. After my experience with the cramps last time doing the full challenge, I don't know if I want to put myself through that again, so I'll probably just do one from level 5, the Death Nut. So let's go ahead and get these mixed up. And all the while, we're just going to have a typical dinner conversation where Jaden asks me random questions, would you rathers, stuff like that.
It's almost like a mukbang. That's what they do. You eat and then you ask questions.
Okay. So this is the volcano chicken noodle. This is a new one that I haven't had before. All right, Jaden, what do you got?
I have a question. If you guys can choose a superpower, what would that superpower be?
Superpower. Any superpower.
Any superpower. Invisibility, teleportation, reading people's minds.
Tempted to say reading people's minds, but I also feel like it can make you very sad. I don't know if I want to always know what people are thinking. I feel like that could backfire. Maybe. I guess first you have to decide if you want to be a superhero or if you just want to have the superpower that you use for yourself. I don't know if I want the responsibility of being a superhero. I think for
Let's just say for personal.
personal. Any superpower. Probably super strength / invulnerability. Do you consider that one superpower or two?
I'll allow it.
What about you, Jaden?
Invisibility.
Invisibility?
Invisibility.
How come?
I feel like it. We can sneak around. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess invisibility is pretty useful. What
I
about
will
you?
definitely do teleportation.
Teleportation. Oh.
I can go
That's a good
anywhere.
one.
No
That's a good one.
commuting. I can go travel whenever I feel like it.
Commuting, you have teleportation superpowers and you'd still have a regular job. They have to commute.
Oh.
You have to think big.
You know I'm very realistic in my dreams.
Alright, Jaden, you got a question for us?
Yeah, what was your favorite video to film out of all of them?
Favorite video to film? Not favorite video, like the end result, just the one I had the most fun filming.
Yeah.
The one I had the most fun filming, let's see. I had the most fun filming. You know, it's weird because it's the one that I kept saying that I probably wouldn't do again, and it's probably one of the Death Nut videos. Probably version 3, and I wouldn't do it again because of the crazy cramps that I had for hours and hours after. So it was the most enjoyable because it was such a sense of accomplishment. Like I didn't think that I could do it, and I did it. So I think just from that aspect, like a sense of accomplishment and actually being able to successfully complete it.
Yeah.
Is there a video you wish you could do over?
A lot. I think a lot of my earlier videos, just the quality wasn't the greatest. I was kind of just messing around, not really taking it all that seriously. I had thought about going back and either deleting them or redoing them, but I felt like I decided to leave it 'cause it was part of the journey, and it's kind of nice sometimes going back and seeing them and seeing how they've improved over the years, seeing what the progress was. But there are some that I may actually go back and redo, like similar content, and see if I can improve the quality of it.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One food for the rest of my life. That's a tough one. And like, just based on like taste, not like health or any of that. Now let's get these death nuts ready. You guys just have to take my word that these are leftovers from the previous Death Nut re-challenge. I put them in Ziplocs and then vacuum sealed it, so that's level 1. DN from Death Nut, level 1. Level 2. Oh, I can smell them already. 3. 4. And the Death Nut, 16 million Scovilles, level 5. Alright, so let's start with the one I haven't had before, just so I can, do a quick review on the flavor. So your one food only, is it like, do I care about health and longevity, or is it just the one food that I would want to always eat?
I think, let's just say, for flavor and enjoyment.
Ice cream.
What flavor?
I don't know, I guess ice cream gets sick. That's such a tough one. It'd be ice cream. I'd say either ice cream or steak. Ice cream flavor. Might just be like a very high quality vanilla bean.
What would yours be?
The most bland thing I could ever think of.
Bland?
So I don't get reminded, so I'll eventually forget any other taste. And I won't have to know that I'm just going to have the same thing over and over again.
This is why conversations with Jaden is very interesting,
Yeah.
because his answers are always
Such an interesting.
so a unique perspective. What would I have? Maybe pizza? I never get sick of pizza.
Yeah, I'd say I'm gonna stick with either ice cream or steak. It's hard to pick.
What topping on pizza?
She likes it
Beauty of
plain.
Well, I do like it plain, but that's the beauty of it. Oh, does that have to be specific? Oh, I guess plain. Very boring. Oh, or mushrooms, I could pick it out if I don't feel like eating it.
Oh, that's true. Pick any
Then I
topping.
could have a vegetable in there too.
Right. So these noodles, I don't think is as spicy as the other ones. Decent flavor, but really just tastes like hot pepper powder. Not a ton of other flavors. Like this one is very sesame oil flavored. This one you really get the chicken flavor. This one's kind of just spicy and salty, a little garlicky.
What's the heat level?
Not as hot. I don't know, like a 3 or 4.
Out of 10?
Yeah. Let's compare this to the Buldak. And it fades pretty quickly too. It's not like building or anything. Flavor on this is much better. Yeah, this one's just, spicy and salty. This one actually has a nice chicken flavor. And the noodle quality on this is better too. It's got a little more chew to it. Death Nut here is just
Getting sweaty just looking at you.
level 1. I was also curious to see how these like are when you're not eating them one after the other. See how much they build. When you're doing the challenge, you're eating them so rapidly that you can't really tell how hot these peanuts are. Before they're building to their like peak, you're already eating the next one, and it kind of just compounds. So curious to see how this builds. So first taste is sweet, like a honey roasted peanut. And it's actually building more than I was expecting based on my previous experiences. Again, because before it even builds to its peak, you're already on to the next level. Oh yeah, it's definitely builds to a higher level than I would have imagined.
About the same as level 2 peanut or less?
The version 2? The Death Nut version 2, you mean?
Yeah.
No, the version 3s are all spicier. I think they were saying the version 3, Death Nut version 3, level 1 is equal to like 2 or 3 on the version 2.
Jaden's favorite question is, if you won $1 billion, would you give any to charity? So, if you guys won the lottery, what would be your first fun purchase?
Or if you won $1 trillion.
Fun purchase.
First fun purchase?
And after taking care of friends and family and donating to charities.
Alright. This is level 2. And great flavor. Not that hot off the bat. Right, definitely feel it creeping. Sweating pretty profusely now. Nose is running. Excuse me. Not wearing gloves, so I gotta be careful not to touch anything. So, the combination is definitely starting to add up. Starting to build. First one purchase will probably be a watch. A nice watch, because it's instant gratification. A car would be up there, but it's a longer process. So I feel like I would go get the watch first, and then wear the watch to the car dealership to buy the car. Starting to tear up now. It's building. Not looking forward to the rest of the Death Nut.
Yeah, you're tripping. Ooh. Jaden, what would your first fun purchase be?
A cool desktop computer.
What about you?
Probably a really swanky trip somewhere. No?
That's not a purchase. You gotta start with a purchase. Not just things you would do with money.
Oh.
Try not to have any fluids or any other food until I finish all this. I'm trying to keep it all spicy. But I'll admit I'm having a hard time.
Okay, I guess I'll purchase a house to store that car you're gonna purchase in, with a really nice kitchen, the big slab, marble slab of what's that called? The island for prep space.
How about you buy a hotel? So
But that's
then
such
when
a-
you actually get a trip, you can live in that one.
Why don't you just buy a house? Why would you buy a hotel? You just buy a house where you want to go on vacation.
Oh.
So I had to change cameras there. The battery died on the other one. And during that time,
the heat has really continued to build. Fairly certain it's from the Death Nuts. Because when I had the noodles, I never built this much before. So I'm gonna eat the noodles for a while before I go to level 4 in the Death Nut. Oh, this is harder than I was expecting. All right. So a house. You want to get something else first? Because it's such a long process to buy it. You got to find the house, go through the closing, all that. You're not going to spend any of the money on anything else during the whole process?
No, there's nothing really that comes to mind that I really want. Oh, yeah, I don't.
You want to buy fruit punch with it?
Fine.
There's nothing you would splurge on if you had $1 billion sitting in your bank account while you waited for your house purchase.
$1 billion? Alright, I guess I'll buy a plane.
Again, that's going to take like forever.
Forever?
You can't just go to the store and buy a plane. Would you fly the plane or would you
Higher.
hire a pilot?
I don't trust myself.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Oh. Is yacht an instant purchase?
I guess about the same as a car.
Okay. I guess I'll go for a yacht then.
What about you, Jaden?
A cool desktop.
Just a desktop?
No,
No games to go with it?
I'll start off with like a setup. And then,
Like a gaming setup?
yeah.
Oh, the noodles are actually helping. So it's definitely the Death Nuts that are way hotter than the noodles. Even the noodles actually brought down the heat a little bit. What car would you buy whenever you finally got to getting a car?
Probably a G-Wagon.
Definitely have a G-Wagon in the stable. I think first car actually isn't one that's like crazy expensive. It's just one I've always wanted. The Nissan GTR.
Oh, yeah.
And the watch. I mean, there's tons of others that I would get. The first one I would get would be to track down a blue dial Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo 15400. And the collection would definitely grow from there, but that would be the first one. All right, Jordan, what other questions you got?
What's your favorite insect?
Favorite insect?
Or bug?
Praying mantis.
Any specific type?
Probably just the Chinese praying mantis.
How about you?
Insect. Gotta say, I'm not fond of many insects.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
I think I'll
Level 4, just doing it. It's just a half piece, but that's it.
I think I'll go with the praying mantis too.
I'll go with the clover mite.
How come?
I don't know, they're just cool. Like, I've never seen a bug that's so red. And then like its its inside is red too.
Yeah, it looks like it's filled with blood.
And also they eat weeds
They should
and
be called.
clovers.
They should be called a vampire bug.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes are more appropriate as the vampire bug. Oh man, 4 hits you like 1, 2, and 3. Like pretty good flavor up front, and then slowly builds, but builds really high. 4 is in your face right away. Noodles and the Death Nuts are definitely on a completely different level. Every bite of noodle is like feels like a relief. It actually brings down the heat a little. What else you got, Jaden? You're usually non-stop question after question the whole time we're having dinner.
If you had one more day left to live, what would you do?
Oh.
Did I know that day was coming and had time to prepare for it, or was it like
Someone
doctor told me right
yeah.
now, like you have 24 hours to live?
Yeah. But yeah, 24 hours, not just like a day.
Isn't that a day?
Well, yeah, but not like, you know.
Not like just a daytime.
Yeah.
24 hours. I'll definitely spend it with you guys. I'd like to go to our favorite places, but it's a lot of wasted time in travel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Probably just wander around the city with you guys.
I would probably like, yeah, I would take the subway, to like places that I've been before in the city.
Just reminiscing on like good times you've had.
No, I just, you know, places that I like Central Park, or around there.
Definitely a lot of good food.
Yeah.
Go all out. Money's not an issue because I can be able to use it when you're dead. I don't know if you can see how much sweat is pouring out of my head right now. I'm shaking. I'm gonna need another minute before level 5. That's not. I don't know why I do this to myself. It's like when I used to do a lot of the Spartan races or the Tough Mudders. Whenever you're in the middle of doing it, you're always like, why did I do this? I'm never doing it again. And then as soon as you're recovered, planning for the next one. I don't know if I'm going to do level 5. Just looking at it and how red and dark and evil it looks. And what I'm feeling right now, and then thinking back to what I went through last time, I already feel it in my stomach a little. You see how it goes, but I don't know. What about you? 24 hours to live.
I think food would be a big part of it. Yeah, I wish you can teleport. See, if I had my superpower, I can teleport you guys with me, maybe.
There you go.
And then we can go travel somewhere. But that's not bad. Yeah, probably just hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Walking around the city sounds fun. We go to our favorite places, go eat.
And maybe share a meal with our family, share a meal with our close friends, and then have our last meal together.
Yeah.
So depressing, Jaden.
I know.
Why?
So depressing. Like if you didn't know, if he wasn't eating noodles, it seems like he's like breaking down in tears. If you could pick another animal to be, what would you pick?
A dolphin or an orca?
I would be a chambered nautilus.
I'm sorry, what?
A chambered nautilus.
Chambered nautilus. Why?
No, it just seemed like it would be cool. Because they have like the cool shell that could like close on their head.
Do they usually have a long life?
I'm not sure. But then you
Right,
could
yeah.
transfer it between, then, right? Okay.
What animal would I be? Maybe a giraffe.
How come?
Have beautiful scenery all day long. There's no really minor reason to why I selected it. I like giraffes.
If you could choose one, which Greek mythology character would you want to meet in real life?
Meet in real life. Like have a conversation with?
Yeah.
Medusa. Wait, would I turn to stone?
Yeah.
Or I was just behind her and we could just have a conversation?
I mean, that doesn't. It wouldn't mean though that they would like you.
Saying they would like me.
Oh.
But I would ask her why she is the way she is. Does she enjoy being that? Or is it or
Yeah,
is she
you would
just
interview her?
misunderstood? Yeah. Like, is there another side of her, like the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz versus the wicked perspective?
How about you?
Aries. I'm gonna ask him why he wages war so much.
And be like, it's my job. I'm just doing my job.
How did you get that trait? Was it, were you born into it? Did you choose it? I have so many questions.
And also, why is he the god of cheese as well?
Oh, that is true. That's such a random thing.
War is his job. Cheese is his
His passion.
passion.
Ah.
It's like people who major in like finance because you think that's the right career for them, financially speaking, and then minor in like philosophy or just something they're interested in. Majored in war and then minored in cheese.
What's a strange fact that you know? I'm gonna start. There are some birds that are very lazy parents. They drop their eggs into other birds' nests and let the mothers take care of the birds. I found that to be hilarious.
Well, on theme to that, birds don't have receptors that react to capsaicin.
Oh.
That's why peppers are spicy, so birds can eat them.
Right, and then drop their seeds through their poop and this little nice packaged fertilizer and procreate. They can eat this whole meal, level 5 Death Nut, all day. It'll just be like eating peanuts.
I have two.
Okay.
So
Let's hear it.
the first one is, did you know that what are they called again? Like the sea cows?
Manatees?
Manatees. Apparently they're in a constant state of flatulence, so they can keep on swimming in the water.
Oh.
Is that real?
Yeah.
So they're swimming from, like, they're like a jet. It's like, they're like a jet ski. It's just their farts pushing them.
No, not that too, but to stay buoyant.
How do they continuously create this gas?
So are they just gassy all day, or are they actively letting out some air?
I'm not sure. I just heard
But
it.
is it like gas from their like gastrointestinal tract, or is it like air they breathe and then they just release behind them?
I'm not sure, but I think it's actually air. I don't think they'll be able to keep on.
To the Google.
Didn't ants technically create civilization, or they came up with the concept of it, like a rough idea of civilization?
Not doing level 5. Gonna try to slowly recover. Eat some other food. I don't know. What cradle of civilization was that? Tigris and Euphrates River.
Yeah.
I don't know. Were they inspired by it, or was it just something that developed independent of each other?
I think independent, but like the ants technically created something like civilization, right?
Yeah.
They have a bunch of similarities to our civilization.
Yeah, they have a leader. They have different roles.
Yeah.
Everyone fits into a specific role in society.
Yeah, and also like they even like make ants with like a type of fungus like quarantine if they know that they have it in them.
Were they the first bug though? They were like before bees.
I think so. Yeah, I think bees are like a lot newer.
So I guess they're the first civilization. Yeah. So I guess you could say that.
So the answer is digestive gas.
That's crazy.
Buoyancy is vital for swimming manatees, and if they have constipation and can't pass gas properly, they lose their ability to swim properly and can float around with their tail above its head. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's so interesting. Man, these death nuts.
Yeah.
I really didn't realize how hot levels 1 through 4 were. So like how I was feeling after the death nut probably wasn't just from
The death
the death nut. It was just eat them so quickly that they're all still just building.
Yeah, it was really spicy. I remember.
Didn't you have to like fall asleep a couple times?
I passed out,
Oh. Oh.
curled up on the bathroom floor in a very uncomfortable position. I woke up at my knees and the tendon on the bottom of my foot and my ankles were hurting like crazy because of the position they were in when I passed out for like 40 minutes.
And we did it twice, you said?
I thought he was just, you know, like in the bathroom, just, you know, in case he needed to expel anything. So I left him alone, checked in on him once in a while, and like an hour later, I was like, what happened? Where have you been?
That was so bad. That was the worst pain I've ever experienced. Worse than when this happened.
The crocodile.
That was I broke both my radius and ulna in a motorcycle accident. And up until the Death Nut version 3, that was the most pain I was ever in. Death Nut version 3 definitely wins. Alright, feeling a little normal now. I think we'll conclude the video here. You guys got a little glimpse into our daily lives. I guess this was like a sitcom episode. This is the pilot to our sitcom. This is the pilot episode. But just want to thank everyone for their support, for subscribing and commenting and watching my videos over the past several years. By no means a big successful YouTuber, but you know, it's fun. It's things we can do together. We enjoy doing it. My wife just started a channel recently. I'll put a card up here if you guys are interested in checking that out. And again, thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good night.